All right, Ray, thank you for taking time to be here today. We really appreciate it. We're really excited to talk about the SEMA Pro Cup Challenge. But before we dive into that, can you just tell our audience a little bit about you and your business and what you guys do? And then we'll jump right into the SEMA Pro Cup Challenge stuff after that.
Sure. So Ray Bednar from Pittsburgh, born and raised. Name of the company is Classic Soft Trim Pittsburgh. I've been the owner of the company for about 4 years. Came up through the company Classic Soft Trim, which was a national company, as most restylers know, affiliated with Roadwire. And over COVID, there was some shakeup, and I had the opportunity to buy the branch, and I did so, and we haven't looked back since. As far as myself, I've been in the industry for about 20 years or so. My dad was also in the car business and in the industry. I was kind of a decent athlete growing up. I thought I was going to be a professional baseball player, and played a little bit in college, and that kind of realized that wasn't going to happen. So the next best thing was jumping into the car business.
What position, by the way? I got to know.
So I'm left-handed. I was a pitcher and played outfield.
Nice. Never first base?
A little bit. I'm only about 5'10", so I didn't play too much first base. I could run back then, so I played center field, but I was best known for pitching.
Right on, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll do a little throw and catch out there at the SEMA booth.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So
toss the pigskin too, if you want.
Hey, all right, let's do it. Well, I'm a Browns fan, so we're gonna have a little issue here moving forward, but we'll get along. Okay, we're both Midwest guys. What made you want to do the Pro Cup Challenge this year?
So I've seen it a few times at SEMA. I thought it was really cool. For myself, I've always been pretty innovative. I think, I was doing diamond stitch leathers before like Catskin could even do them. Pittsburgh's not really known to be cutting edge, but I think I've always been kind of creative with that type of thing, and it kind of fits what I like to do, and I want to stay true to our shop and showcase what we can do. So I think we chose a Subaru because we do really well with Subaru.
Okay.
And I think we can kind of separate ourselves with that.
Sweet. So what's you're envisioning this? Do you have a name for it, or do you have or what are you gonna do to the Subaru?
So I have a rough draft right now. We had a little lunch meeting today with the guys. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it somewhat simple but different. So we're gonna call it a Northern Lights Edition.
Ooh,
we're gonna work in some of that bright green. We're gonna lift it, do some wheels and tires, and then we might bring in some overland to it as well.
I love it.
And of course, a leather one.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get some leather. I guarantee that.
Right.
Classic Soft Trim is not getting away without putting leather in. I love it. Well, you know what's funny about this is Subaru has won 2 of the 4 years. So, I mean, that's pretty good. So
yeah, hopefully there's not like a reverse bias on there.
Yeah. How is no? I mean, it's about the package. How's it been working with your car dealer? What was their input when you went to them and said, "Hey, I want to take a car and I want to ship it to Las Vegas"?
So, I mean, initially there's a little hesitation because of how long you're going to have it. But as you know, I mean, I think this business is all built on relationships, and I have some strong enough relationships where, they'll do whatever they need to do to make it happen together. So
yeah,
we have some really good partnerships.
Man, it's gonna be great. I'm glad that they were willing to work with you, and no doubt you can show them some love and some shout outs on social media and all that. Jesse, go ahead.
Yeah. So Ray, let's just assume that you're gonna win for a minute.
Okay.
What would that mean to you to get first place? Mean for you and your company, but also your relationships with the dealers and the manufacturers and your partners. So what would it mean to win first place?
I think it would mean a lot. I mean, I love to win. I hate to lose even more. So this is kind of 6 dogs, 1 bone. I think we're going to win. Obviously, that's the only reason we're doing it. What it would mean a lot. I mean, I think we want to showcase the fact that we are one of the best in the industry in the country, and I think that would help us tell that story. And I'd love to be able to show dealers that, hey, you're partnered with the right guy. I mean, we're going to do it right, and the industry recognizes that.
That's awesome. Well, we're excited for you. Any last words there, Josh?
Well, I want to know how the employees How are they? What are they? I mean, you said you had a meeting with them today to kind of go over it. How is everybody kind of stoked? I mean, they probably never they've never built anything that's been in the SEMA show before,
No,
right?
yeah, they're super fired up. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take a lot of my guys that have been with me a long time and my girl that runs the shop. I think we're going to get a big Airbnb and kind of make a week out of it. Maybe close the shop for a few days and really do it right.
I love it. I love it. Good morale, good everything. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Team effort. Team effort.
Absolutely. You're
That's
only
awesome.
as good as your people.
Well said. So how do people get a hold of you guys? How do they find out more about you? What's the website that they should go to or social media?
Absolutely. Everything is CST Calm, and then Instagram is CST PGH for Classic Soft Trim Pittsburgh. Also Facebook, CST PGH. So we're pretty easy to find.
Great.
And
Awesome.
we're going to try to really ramp up our social media presence with this and do it right. So we're going to try to post as much as we can along the way.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you out in Vegas, and we will do a follow-up here in a few weeks. After the build's done, let's see how this puppy turned out, and we'll put it all together for you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Looking forward to it all.
Awesome. We'll take care. We'll talk to you later. Thank you. Yeah. Like what kinds of stuff are you guys working on right now? What's keeping you busy?
So, I mean, we do leather interiors is our bread and butter. We got we had a fleet deal, a bunch of Subarus come through, and we're trying to do this finish this build out because it got kind of delayed with some things. And then I got kids baseball, and I had to run for a board seat, and I had all this craziness on that end, and just always something.
How old are your kids? What level baseball are we talking?
They're young. They're 8 and 5. The 8-year-old just started travel, and he's really into it, and he's pretty good. So it's been pretty fun.
That's awesome. Are you able to go out and be a part of that and visit?
Yeah, I coach, and we won a championship yesterday, and then had to leave from there to go to this board meeting, which got a little contentious. It's crazy, the politics in youth sports nowadays. It's insane.
I did some coaching when my son was finishing up in Little League. He's in the high school now, and I love the coaching. I just hated the politics. Like it was
nuts.
horrible.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it almost ruins it. Almost ruins it, but it's still good. I just try to ignore it and then just go out and be with the kids, and help them. And
Jesse,
we'll just dive right into it. First of all, Ray, thanks for being here today. Appreciate having you, man. Now that we're doing the follow-up after all of that work that you did, can you give us a quick recap on what was the project? Tell us about the vehicle again. Remind us of what you were doing.
So we ended up doing a 2024 Toyota RAV4 hybrid. We wanted to take an everyday car and really make it one of a kind. So we basically partnered. We have a really great partnership with Ironman 4x4, and we used a lot of their products. We've got some overland theme going. We know it's new to SEMA this year, so we wanted to bring that into it. We have a really unique leather interior from Aaliyah, big time partners with Aaliyah. We have some Fox products. We have Trim Illusion. We have Lumar. We have Seatbelt Planet. We have really cool green seatbelts. What else do we have? As far as like platinum sponsors, that's where we're at. I mean, but it was and we have real accents that I think are going to set us apart. I think you guys are going to.
Now, did you end up naming the package?
We did.
What'd you call
So
it?
we're going to call it the Northern Lights Edition.
Northern Lights. Okay, I like it. Is there a projector in the back that's going to display on?
So it's going to go down onto the floor and
should be the Northern Lights. Okay, I'm excited to see that. So, and you were able to work that into like some graphics or the leather.
Absolutely.
And stuff?
We got a logo made. We got it all over the car. We got a front license plate. We got it embroidered in the leather. It's pretty cool. We put a little Pittsburgh tribute. You'll see it's subtle, but it's a little tribute to Pittsburgh in it as well. And we think it's pretty unique.
Awesome. Okay, great. So what challenges did you run into?
Okay, so we did have some adversity, that's for sure. We were going to initially do a Subaru. We partnered with a dealership that we've done a lot of work with, and we've been really successful with Subaru builds. General manager I've known for like 20 years. Just happens that we're just about to get the car, and he leaves the dealership. And it was kind of bad blood, and the owner said, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. He pulled the car. So then I had to scramble a little bit, but it all worked out well. I mean, we have a really great Toyota dealership that we've worked with forever, and actually worked out that the general manager is going to SEMA this year with Toyota accessories. So he's going to be psyched to be able to show it to his buddies and have a car there that he can say is his. And so it worked out well.
That's awesome. That's great. So what about the products that came together? Because obviously, you know, I mean, when you have a Subaru, you're okay, here's what we're going to do. We're ordering these products.
Right.
All of a sudden, bam, now you got a RAV4.
Right.
Was there any hiccups on getting product or getting it to fit or work with what you wanted?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we had some trouble finding wheels. The RAV4 is kind of tough for wheels, but we found a really cool bronze wheel that was perfect for the car. It worked out. It just took a little longer than we wanted. Luckily, we were able to pick a RAV4 it's sort of similar to a Subaru, that we could use the same overland theme and kind of still have the same general theme. We just had to pivot a little bit, but it wasn't too bad.
Awesome. What was your favorite part of the process? Like, what did you like the most about this?
I think my favorite part was just kind of brainstorming with Paula, my office manager, my guys, like coming up with the theme and then kind of getting the colors we wanted and getting it all together. And we actually made the logo. So it was really cool.
What did it do for the camaraderie and the morale around the shop? Or is everybody pumped up about this thing, or what?
It was a great camaraderie builder, and I'm actually taking a bunch of them to SEMA this year, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with it.
Good. I'm looking forward to meeting you, seeing you guys, and meeting the team and everything. So, what would you do different next time? I mean, what was the challenge that you're like, okay, next time if I ever did this again, here's what I learned from this experience.
So definitely learned, like, I have to have everything done way sooner. I mean, things don't move as fast as you want when you're trying to do totally custom things and you have something in your head and you want to bring it to fruition. It takes a little longer than a dealership calling and saying they want red leather and it should be back tomorrow. So
yeah,
I probably could have been a little bit better planning on the front end. But you know, it all worked out. It's just, I think my timing could have been a little bit better.
That's okay. I mean, there's been guys that they're still putting on stuff as it's going up onto the transport. So, you know, as long as you're not doing that.
Yeah, well, we're close, but it's getting washed now, so we're good.
All right. Well, we're super excited to see you out in Vegas. Jesse, did you have any other questions for him?
No, well, maybe one, which is we hope that you win. What are you going to do if you do win?
I'm going to buy you both a beer, and we're gonna chug it.
Yes. All right. Tell everybody how they can find you on the web and also like Instagram or Facebook.
So everything's the same. We're CST on Facebook, Instagram, and CSTPGH.com. On our Instagram, you'll see my son's team just won a championship last night, and we took pictures of trophies right in front of our banner. So it's been a championship week. We're going to hope to continue that in 2 more weeks.
Awesome. Well, I will see you for sure at SEMA. And then also don't forget, you are, being one of the builders, you're also one of the judges. Cool. So we do that first thing Wednesday morning. So we're going to look forward to it.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
All right. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah,
thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ray. We'll talk soon. See you, bro.
Absolutely. See you, man.